As we sail around the world on SV Endurance, we are inspired by the individuals and communities who are dedicated to making a positive impact on the planet. From sustainable practices to community-driven initiatives, we are committed to showcasing and supporting those who are making a difference. Join us on this journey of change and empowerment. Our main goal on SV Endurance is to shine a spotlight on their amazing work, boost their brilliant ideas, and inspire others to make the most of them in order to combat the climate crisis. The effects of Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas in 2019 were among the worst experienced for any natural disaster in the country. Hurricane Dorian struck the Abaco Islands as a Category 5 hurricane on September 1, 2019. In 2020, we met the Albury family, who were rebuilding the Conch Inn marina after the hurricane. The Alburys were of the earliest settlers on Manawar Cay. The narrative begins in 1820, when a stranded 16-year-old sailor, Benjamin Albury, found himself washed ashore on the island. It was here that he crossed paths with 13-year-old Eleanor Archer, and a deep bond blossomed between them. A year later, the young couple exchanged vows, with Eleanor's father presenting them with his entire 60-acre plot on Manawar Cay as a wedding gift. This generous gesture marked the beginning of the island's transformation, as the love story of Benjamin and Eleanor Albury laid the foundation for a legacy that endures to this day. This is a story of resilience and upcycling, where individuals come together to transform other people's trash into something valuable. It is a tale of rebuilding and overcoming the damage caused by Hurricane Dorian.
That's right behind us here. So I'm building a bottle wall for the front of the wall, and we'll see that in a little bit. Basically what I'm doing is taking these bottles and cutting the ends off of them with a wet tile saw. You take the two ends together, you clean them, and then you tape them together, and then you make a transparent bottle brick, and it's sort of like a stained glass window. So this is pretty much all that I have here. I have a whole lot more on the way. This is all part of just a recycling movement. You call it upcycling. Basically taking something that people are throwing away and then reusing it for a much better purpose. In this case, would be building. You know, a lot of these people will take something like this and turn it into a home goods. That's what I was doing for a very long time, and I sort of reached a plateau where you can only make so many decorative items. So in this way, we're actually doing it in a construction type of field, where you're actually building homes, and in this case, a large privacy wall for this resort. So you can also check out the things that Earthship Biotexture has been doing. That's where I've learned. So they make entire homes and commercial structures, even at times, with rammed earth tires. So you can fill a tire up with about 400 pounds of earth using a sledgehammer, and it's essentially rubber-lined rammed earth. You stack all of those up, and they make a very heavy, insulative, dense building. That is earthquake resistant, hurricane and fire resistant. I've been inside buildings that have burned out on the inside totally fine. You wouldn't really have been able to tell that there's fire damage, as well as earthquake resistance too. I've been inside buildings that have experienced earthquakes too. That's all part of the home building experience. I'm just doing a small part of what we call, you know, upcycling, rebuilding, and rebuilding after Hurricane Dorian too. So exactly. A lot of this resort was just completely decimated after Hurricane Dorian. So I'm just trying to rebuild with what the island already has. It's very, very hard to import and export. So, so that's what I'm doing here. Toilet brush is perfect for getting in those little nooks and crannies, and then you do a rinse, and then you'll have your end. This is fun. This is kind of a relaxing thing to do, just depending on when the day is. Later on in the day is really nice for matching because I get shade from the tree. So you basically just see what you can match up. maybe these two would be a good match. Not quite. I can probably find a better one. I like this one. Yeah, that's a better match. So you always want to do a clear and a color. So that way you have the sunlight coming into the clear and then it brights up the colored side. You don't want to do two colors together or two browns together because it's just not going to be as bright. Or you can do a clear and a clear. This is colored spray paint that I am experimenting with. So that's because I can't find enough blue bottles. I love the blue bottles, but I certainly can't find enough. Not enough gin drinkers. So this is just a paint. And then these these Bacardi ones are really nice too with that greenish tint to them as well. This one's fun. It's got this heart and a anchor here.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So what I do, bring the one in flush, firm draw. These cross ones just. As I say, when I bring it in flush to the window. Okay?
The Department of Atmospheric Science at Colorado State University has predicted that the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season will be far above average, with 23 named storms, 115 named storm days, and 11 hurricanes. In light of these predictions, it is imperative that we start thinking of innovative solutions to make housing more sustainable. This is where Meredith's commendable work in the Abacos comes in. We would like to give a shout out to Meredith for her efforts in creating sustainable housing solutions that can withstand the harsh conditions brought by hurricanes. Her work serves as an inspiration to all of us and highlights the importance of taking action to mitigate the effects of climate change. Let us all follow her lead and come together to create a more sustainable future.
Scattered across the New Mexico desert are buildings that look like something from another world. They are homes designed to be completely self-sustained, generating their own electricity, water, gas, and food. They are the life's work of an unconventional architect, Mike Reynolds, who believes homes are the key to a better future.
Put the name Earthship because houses have to have gas lines coming in, sewage lines going out, electric lines coming in. And so these buildings provide all of that themselves. These buildings address comfortable shelter, electricity, water, sewage treatment, garbage, and food.
Then we have plastic and glass bottles. We cut them in half and we put the two bottom ends together. It means that we'll be using much less cement because we're using this other material which compensates. At the same time, it's going to let light come into the house. You can do combination of colors, so you can do mosaics.
Reynolds and his team have been sharing their designs around the world, developing Earthships in places of need.
Thank you for tuning in and checking out our videos. If you're having a good time, we'd love it if you could help us out by smashing that like button, subscribing to our channel and sharing our videos with your friends and family. It's quick, easy, and totally free. Plus, it'll really help us out and motivate us to keep creating more awesome content for you.